This is not going to be the last time that I forget to put my microphone on first. Hello, it's me. I'm here. Forgot my face. Give me a second. Oh, need the camera actually open first. Cool. It's also not going to be the last time that I forget to open chat so that I can read what y'all are saying. Wow, am I not feeling at my best today. Now there's my internet. What are you doing, bro? Why are you so slow? Oh, hold on, I'm just gonna walk towards the router so that phone can catch up with my life. There you are. Okay, cool. And voice? Why are you so slow? Oh, I'm just gonna walk. Okay. I am audible. Let's go. Ow. Shit. Man. Playing game where needs brain. Oh. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. Playing game that needs brain when brain is not good was not the decision to make, my dude. Anyway, we carry on anyways. Because it's Factorio time. Why is this still here? I'm gonna actually maybe leave this in. Maybe. Maybe. I'm actually wondering whether I want to do this. Redo this first before I try and work on a science setup. Ooh. There's actually a button for personal RoboPort. Okay. Alright, get rid of the wood. There is no reason for me to do this here. Oi. Are you serious? You actually managed to blow one up? Y'all? Okay. Vehicles are where? Tank is over there, and say screw it, we'll just go get car. Okay. Is that a rock? It's fine. I'll just drive straight. It'll do. Right, let's remind myself what I was doing over here. Oh yeah, I was needing to go and collect a absolute mountain more various. Huh? I should have enough For right now, anyway. Aye. Ouch. That's inconvenient. Maybe I'll just do this instead. Okay. Aw, man. Really? Pretty sure, yeah, okay. So, if I've got these, then let me just do this. Okay, well, if it's gonna be like this, then I'd better just go and clean house a little bit. Oh, damn it. Let me get my tank instead. Perfect parking. Wait, are you serious? Is that all the ammunition you have left? No, okay, that's fine. You've got enough. It's fine, just the way it is. Oh. Just to have a road. Okay, well, this is gonna go exactly the way it does, huh? Cool. Let's go and at least attempt to raise an annoying base. Jeez, those things are fucking unnecessarily strong. Damn, son. They are definitely starting to add up a little bit. Oops. You may not take out my tank. I refuse! Yeesh. Guess maybe I should get rid of this screaming worm at the top as well. Where's that guy? You. And you. I missed. Run away! That was weird. Oh. Well, glad you survived. Good little drone. Hmm. Okay, yeah. Hey, Gorilla. Hey, Orb. Just gonna shower and then join Orb stream with the cold one. Nice. Enjoy your shower. Yeesh. Do I have any roboports on me? I haven't put them in my hotbar yet, so yes, I do have a few on me. Here, just go there, because you're useful in that position. Okay. Bit of a short stop, but anyways. Crap, I forgot how tight I made this. Ah, balls. Hmm. Okay, just turn this off for a minute. I want to make sure that this one singular bot that I left here is doing its job. It's a bit weird how it's ping-ponging a little bit, but okay. I mean, I guess it's doing the work, so I shouldn't complain. It'll do. It's not exactly a robot network as much as it's a repairs network. And only for this one side. Oh. think I'm gonna go and finish what I wanted to start. Which is setting up everything. For which I actually need a kind of fuckloadious amount of these things. Which I have got none of. Being produced. It's time to actually set up a proper production area for needed items. And I was gonna do that, what, down here, I think is actually the best idea. Because of all of the basic resources coming out of this area. Still not super happy overwriting this stone patch, but whatever for now. Alright, let me just get some base copper. That should do. And some chips. Ah. Wasn't a shortcut. It was just click on the thing. That's fine. Anyway, this for now anyways can just go here because it'll be easier to see what I'm doing. You guys work on this while I figure out what else I want to do. Good enough. So, am I gonna make wooden chests is a question. And no is the answer. Iron chests, I also don't really see a point of anymore. I might as well just go full steel chests. Yeah. So this is its own thing. You can just go be over there. just clustering things. I'm not sure I want this on the list. So let's just go with medium, large, largest. You are also now technically complete. What about this? Trains stuff. No, I haven't done this. I need 3. That's that. And that. And this needs engines, right? Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but I'll live. So actually you will just need to be engines. Which is in here. No, that's for space. Engines. Ow. This is also technically done. More logistics. I need 6. I miscounted. Then I'm gonna think. On the one hand, I don't need these. On the other hand, I do need these. This, I don't know if I want to make here. Let's think for 3 seconds. No. This I need to make though. That. As well as this. You can kind of actually go there with those. You can be your own thing, actually. Eight. This is all of the logistics stuff. Actually, if I do it like this, then I don't have to worry about distance. This isn't the worst idea. Now for buildings. This is very important. All the power stuff. At least for now. Gonna skip out on the burner mining drills. This is all mining related of various types. Solid, liquid, liquid. Although calling a water pump a mining machine is a little bit weird. This is resource processing. There are quite a lot of things to get in an order here. You, and you. Accept. I'm leaving one blank there for tier 3. And then all of these. Although I kind of think I want to put those elsewhere so that they can be done on a larger scale. I forgot how to use words for a second there, Jesus. Migraine is not my friend. Now, I actually do need some basic resources in here, so I'm just gonna have this ready to go. I am gonna make barrels, I'm not gonna fill them yet though. Okay. But it'll be good to have them. There you go there. Engine, I've got one. Flying robot frames, I'm gonna make somewhere else, probably. Yeah, that'll have to just be ported. No, the robot frames are actually just for something completely different. I don't need to worry about that. Shit. Okay. I mean, there's no harm. Rocket ship stuff. Weapons stuff. Defender, Distractor, Destroyer. So I need 3. Defender. Distractor. And I don't have the other one yet. So that's fine. But they mostly need each other, so easy enough to deal with. It's a pretty good question whether I want more power armors, and the answer is probably not. Having said that, having 2 armor sets, one for go out and fight things and one for stay home and build things, would probably be a good idea. I'll think about it, but it's not really important. Oh yeah, I should make a night vision goggles. Just need steel. Well, conveniently, I've got some... I was gonna say nearby, but that's not entirely correct. It's not like it's far away, but it is also not like it's close by. Oh, amazing. Apparently I do have too much coal, though. So maybe I'll just... do that. Because at least it can get moving then. And I do want to eventually at least clear out this coal. There's so much of it. What chests have I got? Oh, these are iron chests? Really? Well. No, don't do that. Upgrade from iron chest to steel chest, please. Gonna need to go and pick up some steel chests, probably. Yeah, I don't have enough of these. Where did I put that building that was making steel chests for me? This is why I need to organize my shit. There. Also, how's my inventory looking? Terribly. Eh? Anyway, let's get... That is... I was about to say more than I need. Yeah, Zarb ready for the weekend. Does Zarb know what time it is? It's beer time. Or it would be if I didn't have a migraine. It's not as bad as it was this morning, though, so I guess it's okay. Okay, do I need anything more? I probably am gonna need more belts, but I'll deal with that when I need to. Jeez, okay. These things are starting to get on my nerves. Ah, shit. Never mind all of that for now. Oh yeah, I was going to go and get... Do I have any steel on my person? Why do I have so many bots, though? This is more than I can use at the moment. Anyways, whatever. Shield, laser... I never use discharge defense. But it's okay, I'll just have it. It's also a question of whether I do actually want landmines. Mine, he says. Then standard gun, laser, flamethrower. Jeez. Is that everything? Oh, except the guns. Oi, oi. rude ass. So this might take a little bit of planning. I'm ready for the weekend, not sure what to play, lol. How many hours of Factorio has Arb played? Total playtime at the moment is standing at 989.5 hours. Here's to another 1,000. I don't think there's any single game that I've ever spent as much time with as this. Oh wait, there's a cliff ahead of me. Stupid cliffs. Ah, damn it. What are my Austin powers? Come on. Not that button, it's C, yeah. Ooh. What does Arb think is a suitable punishment for people who try to break into prisons? Break into? If staying there and getting free food and lodging at prison is the goal. That's a difficult question, actually. Because, like, in that case, if they get punished with prison time, they got exactly what they wanted, and then essentially they're rewarded for their bad behavior. But releasing them into the public would kind of incentivize them to do something worse than just try to break into the prison in order to get a quote-unquote legitimate reason to stay there. Essentially, I think those people need actual help. Although what kind of actual help I can't quite say, because I'm unqualified to give that level of psychological assistance and or psychological advice, but I do feel like it is a thing that should be handled by the field of psychology rather than the field of law. but the way that the world is at the moment doesn't really lend itself to rehabilitation, which is a problem on its own. You'd have to find out the root cause of why they're actually trying to get in there. Because technically, if that is the goal, then criminals are getting rewarded for bad behavior. Yeah, no, I mean, that is definitely the goal, and the reason that certain people would go and commit crimes is because... this is actually something I was thinking about earlier today and some of yesterday. Is like... if the goal of someone committing a heinous act is purely to get the quote-unquote punishment of free living space, free food, and like shelter, like, then it's a systemic failure rather than a failure of that person. I mean, it is still a failure of that person. Let's not, like, screw around and say that they're innocent in the matter. If they... It's one thing to think about it, and it's another thing to actually get to the point of doing something bad for the sake of... for the pure sake of getting that free food and housing, even if it's low quality food and shit housing, and you're not safe there. It's not like you're gonna be safe in a jail situation. Let's be honest, you're probably equally in danger, but you have an amount of your basic needs met. So that one, I think, is a very complicated topic. Because, I mean, the other side of that is it also depends on what kind of crime they committed to get into the prisons in the first place. In my opinion, people who commit lighter offenses need to be rehabilitated, and people who commit unforgivable acts should be executed. And not like a soft execution that doesn't hurt, like lethal injection or firing squad. Something significantly more brutal and exceptionally off-putting, so that people don't consider committing those crimes anymore. I'm a lot more, and I'm glad I'm not on Twitch, but I think that people who commit unforgivable crimes need to be executed via slow torture. And it should be publicized and live streamed to the populace to set an example. You only have to set so many examples before people will stop considering that as an option. But we are focused too much on being humane to the point where we're losing our humanity. To the point where we're kind of losing our humanity, because we are treating criminals better than we are treating law-abiding citizens at this point in time, and that is its own kind of issue. In this case, crime is breaking and entering into the prison. I mean, that one, that is just a weird case that I do not have the law knowledge, nor do I have the psychological background level to be able to answer that in any kind of accurate or meaningful way. I can postulate, I can make suggestions, but like in that, like, breaking and entering, not good, but breaking and entering into a prison so that you have the opportunity to stay there is... like, that person is not okay. Let's be real, a person that does that is not okay, and they need more help on a psychological level and on a life rehabilitation level rather than they do need it on a punitive level. Because, I mean, they've given up on any kind of legitimate way of being able to take care of themselves. Or there just aren't any other opportunities for them to survive in any other way. So that one is a really difficult one. That specific that you're proposing now is pretty complex. I definitely don't think they should be rewarded by getting to stay where they want to stay. But some degree of institutionalization, at least at first, might be necessary to get them to find just some way of being alright. And not being in the kind of mental state where that seems like the only reasonable option left. So yeah, while I would leave a quote-unquote real answer for someone with more knowledge and experience in either or preferably both fields of psychology and or law, I'd say that just from my limited perspective and my limited knowledge and my understanding, I'd say that those people need to go through certain amounts of therapy so that they can be okay again. And find a way to integrate themselves into society, whatever value society has. Yeah, no, that's a really good question. It is very tricky, you're right. I think there's also something to be said for people who are simply extremely poor / down on their luck and just want a warm bed and food. Exactly, like where I'm also coming from there, because, I mean, if you're that desperate, you most likely are just that down on your luck. And that down in life, that there aren't any other good options left. And if you're out of the good options, you're gonna start choosing the bad options. Regardless of whether they're stupid options or not. And that one, let's be honest, that's a pretty stupid option to pick. That is really not an option taken by someone who has any choice left. And when you don't have much choice left, you kind of stop thinking rationally and reasonably. You probably need to find out what has disenfranchised them to the degree where that's the only thing they feel that there is left to do. I mean, I'm personally of the belief that it is the case that there are people who will commit heinous acts purely to get the free food and board. I do 100% believe that. I don't think we're able to deny that. It's not a good place to be, it's not a pleasant thought to think that there are people in situations like that. Like, I personally don't believe in being humane towards people who have abandoned their humanity, but I also think there is a reasonable amount of sympathy that needs to be had for people who don't have any other meaningful options left. But only a reasonable amount of sympathy. Not this just grossly over the top and especially false sympathy that seems to be running rampant in the world these days. I'm talking about real sympathy, not the performative sympathy that you get from people, question mark? I don't really know if I want to consider people like human beings like that to be people or even human. Hey, Jira. How you doing? Because, yeah, no, performative kindness does nothing but harm. And there's far too much of that. Sorry, my sympathy is quite low on filthy criminals living in El Salvador in gang times. No, I'm with you there. Like, I was... you just got here, so I'll slightly clarify. Makes your skin quite thick about that topic. I'm also strongly against treating heinous criminals with any kind of humanity whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. Just fucking end them and make the world a better place. And do it publicly and brutally to send a fucking message to the other ones who would go and commit heinous acts. That's my opinion, 100%. I have no shame about it, and I'll say it until I'll keep saying it, because it is my opinion that I've developed over my almost 40 years alive. I think we treat criminals with more humanity and more kindness than they have any right to be treated, considering their behavior. I'm talking about people who commit low to medium bad acts in order to get the free food and board from prisons. Like, those need an amount of sympathy, an amount of understanding, to within a reasonable degree. But yeah, no, the kind of people you're talking about, I also have negative amounts of sympathy for, and if someone said, here, press this button and all people who are heinous criminals will die, but everyone will know it was you that did it, I'll press that button. I'll punch that button. I'll slap the shit out of it. I'll press it twice. With no shame, no regrets, no conscience. Not virtuously blown away these days by the ongoing worldly development of morality. Yeah, no... especially considering the people who are spouting morality as their cause these days are often the least moral people that you can possibly imagine. Spouting morality purely for the sake of looking like they're better people, rather than actually being decent people in the first place. I always hold shift to try and run, and I'm probably not going to stop doing that. Oh, my bots, are you all about to start slowing down? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Here, we'll just do this. Here, fix this area for me first, would you? Yeah, I'm gonna share this message because YouTube censored it. It is easy for external people to say that we have to be kind with gang members, man, but please don't tell me that a kid that is able to pull the trigger, chop people up into pieces and force grilled, that kid is beyond salvation. I agree. There's a point where there is no longer salvation for people. I 100% agree with you. Like, there comes a point. And, I mean, I don't have sympathy for those kinds of people either. I'm not going to pretend to, because that would make me a terrible person for saying that these people who take lives and ruin lives deserve their life, and they don't. They deserve the same that they gave to others, if not worse. Regardless of their age, race, sexual orientation, religion. None of these things matter. If you commit a heinous act, you commit a heinous act, and you should be punished for committing a heinous act. So I'm 100% on board, yeah, there. He knows what he was doing. Yeah. For once, I do only ever so slightly agree with YouTube on that censorship, because, yeah, no, chop people up is a bit of a rough one. I only slightly agree. It's like, yeah, no, if it wasn't for the context, I'd agree more. We're having a conversation about, like, awful people doing awful things. And the YouTube auto-censorship is not smart enough to pick up on context of conversation being had, half out loud and half typed. Only very slightly agree with the censorship on that one. Most of me is like, no, fuck off. I was having a conversation. Don't mute half of it, you bastards. Okay. But you know, There's only so much you can honestly blame on not knowing better. Hell is this? That one I'll keep. This one I will also keep. I think that's the first time I've actually agreed with what YouTube's insert, even if it is only slightly. Usually it's something dumb. That one's like, yeah, I'll allow it. But only a little bit. Why am I here? What was I looking for? More combinators. I'm gonna need a hell of a lot of them. Do I have all of this in radar range? I don't. 61... bollocks. Oh, wait, you know what? That'll help a little bit. I've grown increasingly skeptical these days, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I agree. I've also become a lot more... I don't know if skeptical is the right word that I would use. It's just one of the downsides of being an individual who has actual measurable intelligence. That you can see things for what they are, and things are shit. A lot of the time. Oh my god, dudes. Can you fucking stop? Bruh. I need my artillery. Okay, wait, can I? Damn it. Iron. Brick. Where you are. Brick. Water. This just needs... this. Steel. iron sticks. But I definitely agree with you on one point there, Chiro. Like, people have a lot more... people, at the very least, pretend to have a lot of sympathy for those heinous criminals. And it's kind of disgusting. Kind of, he says. It's incredibly disgusting. Especially because, let's be honest, a lot of the people who spit out sympathy for those individuals are individuals who, A, have never had to interact with them, B, have never had to see the results of them being allowed in an area, and C, are people who don't have grim fascinations. Like, I know that this is not a good... I know that these are not people that deserve sympathy, because I'm the kind of person who likes going to websites such as Heavy R and watching people die on the internet. So, as someone who has seen definitely more than any human being's fair share of gang-related violence of various types, who has seen multiple beheadings, multiple dismemberments, you cannot give sympathy to this. It is not an okay thing. These are... And I mean... You can see the glee on these people's faces. You can see how happy they are to be doing the things that they're doing. It's not okay. And the people who pretend otherwise need to be introduced to some of these people. So that they can see what the fuck they're actually trying to promote and save. Yeah, we're somewhat broken, but we don't do harm to other people or smuggle on their lives. We split the fiction from reality. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'll admit that it's pretty fucked up to go and look for these things on the internet. It's almost as fucked up as the fact that it can be found in the first place. Almost. But you can't appreciate life if you can't understand the bad sides of it. Is my opinion anyway. So I've never really shied away from that kind of thing. Gotta understand what's happening out in the world, even the dark and terrible parts. If for no other reason than to know how to avoid them. Like anytime I feel like I'm a fucked up person, I remember, oh wait, no, you know what? I'm not that bad at least. And then I continue being a at least half decent individual. At least half decent. Don't know if I would call myself a good person, but at least I'm not that bad. Well said. Jesus. Yesterday I was doom scrolling on questionable anime girls on Twitter, and a random unsubscribe from reality video popped like nothing. I wasn't even looking for that. So easy to find that kind of stuff these days. Yeah, no, Twitter is still a cesspool. It was a cesspool before Elon Musk took it over, and it hasn't gotten better since he took it over. It hasn't gotten enough better to be worth mentioning. It's changed, but it's like someone else owns the swamp now. But it's still a swamp. Was it? Yeah. Hope is for the unprepared. Unprepared or uninformed. Or uninformable. What the fuck is going on here? Jesus, guys. You didn't break my singular little robot, did you? No, you didn't. Okay. There's a reason I only have one robot in this tiny 4-piece network down here, and that's because they're still expensive to make. BRB. Cool. I wouldn't struggle to believe things have gotten worse on Twitter. No, neither would I. I used to have a Twitter account. I actually don't know if it's still active, if I'm being honest. I need to go and check so that I can delete it. I don't think I was able to delete it when I tried. You had to, like, go through some weird bullshit. Woof, it is gonna take a while to organize all of this shit. Maybe I should do this slightly differently. Just do one chunk at a time. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh. I mean, there are shitty people everywhere as much as there are good people everywhere. And I mean, I'm someone... I prefer to believe that people are intrinsically good. I'm proven wrong again and again and again and again and again and again. And then some. But I'd still prefer to believe it. This one's awkward. Looks like this is just a frickin' planning day. Hey, Fine Daddy. What's my favorite hair metal band? Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask if you can give me an example of reasonably well-known hair metal bands, because I'm not really one who pays all that much attention to music genre. So I'm not exactly sure. I also haven't been listening to much music of late. So it's kind of a difficult question for me to answer. Was it steel or iron? No, it was just iron. Yeah. Copper, steel, chips. Chips. Copper, steel. I'm just messing with you, dude. No worries. It's all good. Used to be more into metal, but I kind of just trusted my brother's tastes and listened to the music he gave me without ever paying any meaningful attention to band name or song name. So no, hair metal is actually a genre. So I actually really don't have any answer to that. used to listen to quite a bit of Dimmu Borgir. I aspire to believe that everyone is good in them. And the bands that were out and I guess reasonably well known at the time where they were quite popular. I don't know if they're still popular. I have no idea. I don't follow anybody's exploits whatsoever. Ah, boring. Wait, hold on. Shit. Okay. Oh. This is being left blank for this. Hmm? Oh yeah, I needed to send someone some music, speaking of. Same plus a little. This is gonna help a lot, doing it this way. It's not the most interesting to watch, but that's what you guys are here for, to make the conversation good. And I genuinely appreciate it. Was that the right tone of voice? No. I do genuinely appreciate it. Okay. Arb stream is struggling a bit. Might be nets. Yeah, hold on, let me tab out quickly. Yes, it was struggling a little bit. Let me adjust where my computer is. Jesus, what do you mean? If you can give me 23,000 kilobits per second, then why do you give me such terrible bitrate the rest of the time? I fixed it. I keep inching it closer to where the router is, but I'm gonna run out of inches. It's like my dating life. I can't say that. I've never not bottomed out. Anyway, never mind that. Dudes. Why must you be the way that you are? Should be fixed by now. Steel, blue chips, electric engines, pipes, concrete. Steel, blue chips, concrete. Concrete. Steel, blue chips. Oh. I'm great at making the conversation good, but at least I can... I'm not great at making the conversation good, but at least I can surf on a little. What was that thing I heard? I can't remember where I heard it. I thought that the bar was low, but here I see you playing limbo with the devil. Steel, blue chips. And space. Platform foundations. By the way, what are you building? Right now, I'm building my, I guess everyone else calls it a mall, so I'm just going to call it a mall today, because ease of use. So what I'm doing first is I am putting combinators next to everything and marking what resources they're going to need so that it's going to be easier for me to organize the thing. Because as much as there are some really good mole blueprints out there in the wild, I like building my own blueprints, and I actually really enjoy building blueprints from scratch. Most of them. I think this one I'm going to save as a blueprint and just use that in future playthroughs, because Jesus. So this is a layout thing. This has no function other than helping me to figure out where what needs to go so that it can be most efficient and least spaghetti, because right now this is my quote-unquote mall area and it's as organized as it looks. And it's starting to bother me, plus I don't have all of the resources and all of the things that I actually need yet, so... I was gonna keep doing science today. But then I decided to do this instead, so I'm gonna have to change my description when I end the episode, so that it's not misleading. Which I will 100% admit I very often forget to do when I finish an episode, and I didn't do what I put in the description. Because usually I don't care. But when it's this far off, then I feel like I don't want to say owe it, because that's very far away from the truth. But I at least want to like, try and have my descriptions reasonably right enough of the time. You need to be this. I don't have the recipe for these yet, so... To be frank, I've never been good at any of those go under the bar things. Looks like it would hurt my back. Yeah, no, I'm only flexible in certain situations, and doing the limbo is not that. What do you need? A steel gear pipe. Sure. Well. This one was steel engine pipe. Where the fuck did I just click? The wrong place is where. This will help me at least spaghetti. Did I say spaghetti? But mom's spaghetti. Knees weak, arms are heavy. Good old Eminem. Iron steel gears. Steel gears. Tank pipe. I'm gonna try it all. Mom's spaghetti will never not be a thing. Eminem might come here of overuse of mob spaghetti. I'd be honored. But mostly surprised. Not much left to plan out. And then I can actually start setting these things out a little bit. What? Weird. And iron as well. Worth trying to do it that way. Ah. You know what? Sometimes you just... Oh, I've already got that, huh? I guess I don't need it over here, so let me just do this. Huh. Wonder if I should make separate buildings for this, or... I mean, buildings is maybe not the right word to use. Separate areas, but only slightly. Steel, blue chips. God, electric engines are such a pain to make. I've got half of it set up, sort of. Here's my engine production, which is just excessive, because I haven't got any of this yet. Looking at this, that is really not that hard to make. Just go and plop this over here so that I don't forget. I say, but I mean, I don't have the bots for that. Steel, batteries, gears, red chips. Steel. Batteries, gears, red chips. You need what? Good lord. Blue chips. Low density structure. And lasers, which is completely understandable. Almost done. Steel, green chip, wall. Iron, green chip, gear. Steel and explosive, huh? Really wish there was a way to just right-click a building and copy its contents into a combinator. Or its requirements into a combinator. Steel, gears, engines, pipes. Where's my stuff being harassed? Is it here again? Must be. I'll finish this first and then go and repair my walls again. Oh, this one also needs wood, which I'm not putting on a belt because, God. Okay. That's the very initial first little bit of the planning phase done. Now, where did I put my repair packs? There. I need several of these. Actually, give me those. And actually, those I'll keep. Will I though? No. This maybe. Just make me one of this. Or rather, make one of this for me. The butchers are getting a lot more aggressive now. Which isn't great. I'd prefer it if they weren't. And I just mean if they weren't, not if they weren't aggressive. I'd prefer if they didn't exist. Not as in remove them from the game kind of don't exist, but... all these things are noisy. Gonna go and deal with them in a little bit. First things first, where the hell did I put this thing? You. Oh yeah, you're a fucking awkward ass shape. And I did build one. Okay, cool. Well, can't put it there. I'm still gonna have it just be one repair bot taking care of the wall, because if there are more, they're going to end up dying. Do I have any landfill on me? I do actually. Alright, well then. this might help just a little bit. Let's go find out. I thought this thing had slightly more range than it does. Okay, that's a lot of things. And the green ones are especially a problem. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. No! Ah, fuck! Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. You little shits. Fuck. My tank! Fuck you! Bastards. That's my fault for driving badly. Oh. Well, you know what? At least they found a new home. Damn it. At least I took most of them out along the way. How much for tank? 50 steel, 15 gears, 10 advanced, 32 engines. And I put engines in a weird spot? Yes, I did, over here. Good enough. 50 steel. Ten advanced circuits. Oh, and I need to put my death pistol away. Oh man, I even powered up that tank a little bit. Where the fuck did I put my... Ah, there you are. Oop, I should go around the outside, around the outside. That should be enough. Don't hit the... Oh, I don't need more of that right now. I'll just come back when I've got my bots. Bad at driving. Should be way further zoomed out if I'm gonna be moving around. Hey, that's where my car was. Oh, fuck! I look away for half a second. Pay attention while you're driving, apparently. Is it the lesson there? Conveniently, it doesn't really matter just yet. Because my science facilities are asleep anyway. Thank goodness for that. Oh, bollocks. Are you serious? Okay, fine. No. Not that. Put these away. Give me these back and this. Time for some vengeance. Oh shit. Some vengeance. Maybe I instead won't. Lamau, indeed. Very Lamau. Vengeance later. Where the fuck am I? There I am. That could have gone way worse. So I'm glad it went reasonably okay. What's the time? It's past 7. I should go and eat food. Definitely wasn't ideal, that. Good enough. Okay, now get in my pocket. Right, so... I didn't do what I set out to do at the start of the episode. But I did do what I changed my mind to. Which is get this all set up with these so that I can more easily lay out some lines here. This is terrible positioning for what I'm trying. You go back to over there. Also need to figure out actually how much space I'm gonna actually need here. Oh, bots, get in the pocket. Oh. I've done this backwards. Pocket. Gonna need 20. No, I'm gonna need 18, because these go actually pretty slowly to make steel. I can't do this, can I? I can. Okay, well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to, though. Anyways, I'll then just keep it in my pocket, it's fine. No, not cut. Copy. Gonna bring this around here. Oi. Of course. I'd say that's enough belts, but let's be honest. This is Factorio. There's no such thing as enough belts. Ah, fuck's sake. Beautiful. I feel like I missed something. Got. All the way down to there. Got this. Got these and these. And that's enough. So I overestimated how many I was gonna use. Ah, shit. I well overestimated it. Nice. Probably should have given some space between this. Do you want a small, big challenge? When you get to space, go to Gleba and build your factory from nothing else than Gleba resources without shipping anything. That is a reasonable challenge. It is quite a fun challenge as well. I don't know. I might. Oh, wait, no, I needed other resources as well to come in. Yeah, I guess I should give some space between the belts. Here is fine if they're not, if there isn't any space, but afterwards it is gonna need space. Gonna need to work this from the bottom. No, I'll just work it from the top. Screw it. Oi. 4, and then a space downwards. I'll at least think about it. Although I think I'll need to bring some resources in. No, you can actually start on any planet and get everything you need. Huh. Okay, that'll do. Now I need to just double check. Fuck's sake. Nope, it's possible to beat it without nothing. I did it by mistake. Yeah, I guess the only one it's actually impossible on is Aquilo. Could be fun. Although I think I'm gonna do Fulgora first. Just because I want the recycler more than anything. I guess I'll just make a vertical installation for this, but I'll have to do that next time I'm running late. I'm running a lot later than I thought I was running. Yes, please save. So, I'll hang out here for a minute so that this is my thumbnail, and spend the time saying thank you. Really do appreciate the company and the chats of all sorts of various natures. Ah. Yo. That looked painful. Oh, blue needs some practice there. It's still gonna be a while before I get to space, and longer before I get to the other planets. So, over the next few weeks I'll think about it, because it is a challenge. And it's a challenge that I don't know if I want to. If I'm just gonna be honest about it. But I'll see. Could be an interesting way to play, although then the series will take even longer, and with me playing as slowly as I do. And also with this not being a daily series, that could take years. Like actual years. in real life years. Which is fine. It's nice to have a project. I'll think about it. I'm more likely to do it if I make Factorio a more frequent series on the channel. But anyways, tomorrow is Timberborn. If you want to come and watch, I will be reasonably on time. Reasonably. So, yeah. Looking forward to seeing those of you there that decide to join, and if you don't, that's okay too. I'll see you when I do. For now, it's been food time. So, let me go eat. And I will see you all next time. Thanks as always for stopping in. Cheers.